Just wearing the background sounds like it's like the buzzing. Oh god, there's a fly next to me, and it's like, oh, that's the game. Okay. How's everyone doing? Also, change the title to EF because I can't do that. Yeah. It's so weird because I normally don't hear the buzzing, and then oh god. There's a bee in my room. Ah! Okay. Let's see. Need to do a few things here before we start the stream. God, that is really bugging me. Ha! It's funny because it's a bug. Okay. Don't wear a headset when playing Jak and Daxter. That's the lesson I'm learning today. Why is this bugging me so much? Oh, let's see. Thank you for changing the title, idea. Righty then. Right, hello everyone. Welcome to the pre stream, the second slot, with Jak and Daxter the Precursor Legacy. As a reminder, this is a charity stream. Though, it's been a while since I did the pre stream, so technically, officially this hasn't started. But anyways, either way, we're donating to a charity thing to the World Wildlife Federation this year. So if you can donate, just go to justcinnamon.com/page/5daygamers17. I don't know why it has page on it now. It didn't used to have those. I guess it was the link I specifically copied. I don't think you need the page there, but whatever. Either ways, if you can't donate, you can always just share your stream. Yeah, donation start tomorrow, but here's the thing anyways, because God knows I'm only streaming today and on the bonus stream, so I'm just gonna remind you for that. And meanwhile, let's play Jak and Daxter. I kept forgetting that this version of the game on the PS4 you have to use the touchpad for the start button and then select button. So it's kind of weird like that.
Fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall.
No one remembers.
Do not recall.
How dare the rocks not remember?
Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking.
Just ignore the green star in the sky. It's not
As
important.
with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Oh, now you obey him?
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
And by due time, I mean never, because they never actually attacked the village.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps.
I guess their objective was capturing Samus, but because they move meanwhile, they don't end up attacking the village, I don't know.
Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly.
No, this reminds me, they actually overheard that conversation, but they never tell Samus about what's happening around here. They're intending to attack the village. They don't do anything with that.
Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that?
Magic.
Jack, I think we're in trouble!
Guess that was a dark eco container. And now Daxter is dead. And now he's on Outsole, which doesn't even get named to until the third game, actually, or second.
We shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What?
I might ever name the animal Outsole in this game, but
I'm fine.
not officially in the game. Wow, you're loud.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
Of course it has to be green.
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go! Misty Island!
That's right! And then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man! Are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20
Coincidence.
power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Alright, I guess I can finally play the game. It's been forever since I played. I think the last time I played the Jak and Daxter games was when the HD version came out originally.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Good. Which means you're gonna interrupt me every 5 seconds, aren't you? So I'm just gonna turn that off. Let's see, this is game. There we go, turn that off. My vibration's off while I'm at it. We can also change the language to Japanese, Italiano, Spanish, Dutch, Francis. We can go back to the days where we did that one stream and we had selected French for some reason. Good old times. Yeah, let's go and break some boxes. I actually did play this version a bit just to test it if it worked, how it worked. But besides that, I didn't play much of it in the past years. At least a decade at this point, actually. Look how slidey Jak is. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to, like, beat the game, so I'll try to just do the bare essentials for now. And maybe if we have time, we'll try to 100% it otherwise. But it's been a long time, I don't think I can beat this in 6 hours. Or at least 100% in 6 hours. Oh god. Sound effects just went all over the place there, Jesus. Apparently this is just an emulation of the PS2 version as opposed to just using the PS3 HD version they had in the PS3. Which is kind of redundant because I already said PS3, whatever. Point is, they still use the exact same trophies for the PS3 version, so... So that's kind of weird. Okay, you're just gonna slide... Jak really slides a lot in this game, Jesus. Yeah, well, I imagine that I would get far in 6 hours, but it's been such a long time, I don't even know where... I mean, I still remember most of this stuff. But, not fully. At least I can try beat the game, that is. Remember, the blue eco just attacked everything and I just go back. Well, I really don't remember the Jak being this slidey originally, Jesus Christ, man. This can complete 100% this level though. Nice. Need a dive. You can also do a dive jump. Just as soon as you... So you can do a high jump there, do that. You can also do this, or just do this. I don't remember the controls, but like I don't remember Jak being this slidely. Oh god, Jesus. Well, that was awkward. Well, thank you, Mr. Precursor. Oopsies. Jak 2, though I remember to be way more. Yeah, Jak 2 is a lot harder. Especially because the checkpoints in that game are terrible. It's actually the first time I die in this level because I incidentally fell off. That normally doesn't happen at all. I don't remember ever dying in this level, honestly. Large quantity of green eco. Basically just gives me 4 health as opposed to 3. Alright, let's try not to fall into the god out of the bridge this time. Well, I guess I overjumped to the gap. I do not remember the controls being this slightly though. All the types of dances that Daxter does, that was good times. I also like the things when you die, which only happens in this game and Jack 3, but Jack 3 are very rare to happen. I guess people did find it a bit annoying to get that every time you die. So they kind of stopped doing that for Jack 2 and only a few times in Jack 3. That's it for 30 minutes. I need to charge my phone and the charger isn't the best. I'll share it more than once, okay? Let's see. Activate the bridge. The elevator? What am I talking about? Or you know, I could just jump down. Activate the button and go through the thing. That's not the right button. Well, we can go to green chase hut, or the green chase hut, or the green chase hut, or the green chase hut, and the green chase hut, or the green chase hut. Let's go to the green chase hut.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack?
We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itchy.
I like how he says that, but Daxter doesn't do anything in this game.
Adventure away, then.
Like, Daxter's only playable from Jack 2 onwards, and it's very ironic since he's not in the title anymore by that point.
My non-green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Also a bunch of cutscenes you can just not see if you don't talk to the... Because sometimes like characters just give you mission objectives. But you can just literally not hear, like for instance the Kira cutscene here, you can just skip that. But she will tell you about the forest and how there's a blue vent opener. And then there's one in the beach and stuff like that. Green Scout so I can get a power cell. And also talk to this guy. There's two objectives if I recall. One is getting the blue thing in the forest all the way to the mayor's house, and then also giving him Nighting Orbs. Then we have Jack's uncle, which is the only game he appears and he doesn't do much about it. It's like, okay, this is the only time. I guess he's his adoptive uncle, because technically speaking, he's not his real uncle. Because we played the other games. But we never mention him ever again. Just in this game. This guy wants us to recover the Muse, which is in Mystic Island. There's also the Fisherman's house. Which, the Fisherman is not there, but that's where he lives. I think it was the first house we went to here. You can see the fish. Also, the boat that's broken. Also, I think to get to Misty Island, we need to complete this mission in order to go there. Hearing Scott flight here. I actually forgot to check if I did complete the channel. Yeah, I did. Hold on. Yeah, I did. I wasn't paying attention. I forgot the triangle button is the back button in this. That's gonna take a while to get used to. Also, the camera. Which I guess I can change in this version, but it's more complicated than just going to options. scout flies there. We need to free a bird for that lady. Although admittedly, you can just not talk to her at all and you still can do that. Precursor orbs, which we're gonna need if we want to trade some power cells. We could guide these things back to the fence so this guy can give us another power cell. Okay, there's missing 2 scout flies in this area. You can punch these animals to go a bit quicker, but you can just, you know, guide them without punching him. No animal violence in this stream, I'm sorry. We're doing a charity event for the animals. Well, R3 is still wildlife. It can be also the environment, but also animals, so. Mr. Ox, can you... No, thank you. You cannot do anything from the front, you actually have to do it from behind, otherwise they won't move. Or you can punch them and they'll turn around. But let's try not to do that for reasons. There's 2 more here. That one is a pen. Where are you going? Going to the rock, okay. That's our tell that we got that. I got how many power cells there. Okay, there's a total of 7. We know that God, the sound effects are so loud in this game. I'm kinda worried that. That's good, I think.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
That's another power cell. Okay, so that guy gives us 2 more. Because it doesn't tell you until you like go to the quest. When you ask someone, it actually reveals what power cells are available to you. Okay, so 2 of them are because our uncle and the mayor are 90. I believe the one where you have to guide the blue eco towards the mayor's house, it's considered a forest level. Which I don't... Yeah, it's most... No, actually, no. It's definitely the forest level. Because the first 2 are the ones that you're giving the Precursor herbs to the 2 people. And then the other 2 are the Oracle that gives you. And then there's the Scout Flies. Go here and get some more Precursor. Hold on, Jack. Okay. Speed is through. These are even though it says fire cannon, that those precursor orbs count as the ones from the village. Oh god, the camera really spun down, and I don't know why it did that. And then I just roll into a rock. That's great. There's another thing here. I think this is the last one. No, it isn't. Where's the last one then? Is it on next to the guy? The rope has always been awkward to do a high jump from it when you're in a small platform because it will roll off the edge before the jump actually applies. Also, these precursor orbs also count the one that's on the village, despite the fact that this is actually... It already tells you that's Forbidden Jungle. I also think these ones also count here. Yeah, it does count as the ones in here. God, the sound effect is still pretty loud on that, Jesus Christ. When you get out of the menu, that might be a bug actually. Because I don't remember it being that loud. Might also because I'm using the headset, so I don't know. But everything else sounds fine, it's just the audio in the menu is very loud. Anyway, that's the way is to jump way before, because I'm, like in most games you're used to getting a bunch of, like just jumping at the end. In this game you have to do it a bit before, otherwise you will fall down. Like, you have to get that in the memory, otherwise you won't make it. Most jumps. I'm not sure how the mic balance is, but I do have ducking on my my Elgato, so that actually shouldn't sound too loud when I'm talking. That said, God, some sound effects on this game are very loud. I probably should lower the headsets actually. Don't know how that sounds on stream. Alright, for these I'm gonna need 120 for each precursor. So that's gonna take a while. At least we're done with the precursors orbs for now. And the other two... I like how this already got revealed to us even though he didn't say anything. That's funny, I didn't know that. Then there's the 90s, which by the way I can get one of them now, but we'll save that for later. Let's go to the jungle first, because the jungle actually unlocks the blue eco vent, which allows us to complete the beach level. So we should do that first. It's also a weird thing about the mission for the mayor that not counting as as the village power cell, because you get it from the mayor at the end, which should have been a beach, but I guess most of the mission is in the what's the word I'm looking for? In the jungle, I guess. Ow. Alright, now this is considered a different level. Actually, we can now check. Oh, it doesn't tell you about the one in Forbidden Jungle. Huh, that's weird. Well, whatever. Not that important, I guess. Okay, we need to, not do that, I guess. Probably use it to just leave the mirror anyways. Righty then. Good job, me. I'm jumping right into the spike trap. I am very good at this game, can't you tell? Let's go this way first, actually. I don't know why I whiffed so many times there, but here we are, I guess. Just get some greedy, look at lamp will all melt. And not enough. Oh, we need to be careful here then. So we don't die, and that's the last thing we want to do. There you go. Another scuff right there. These things will always come back until we beat the boss. Alright, then we have this machine. How the hell do I get up here? Yes, here we go. Up. There we go. Well, we need to destroy that in order to start the mayor quest, but I need this blue eco here. Otherwise it becomes a lot harder to get this. I forgot what's the other way, because if you break that you won't be able to easily get this power cell. The other way you can do this is by gathering the blue eco that are around in the jungle, but it's a lot harder than just, you know, come here, get the blue eco, and then do that. I think you have to collect... You have to use that blue eco and come all the way up here. That's how you normally would do it if you destroy this beforehand, because otherwise you can't get it as easily. See, I still remember a few things, even though it's been a decade since I played this game last. Jesus Christ, man. You really needed to break it so badly. Alright. Now we have to redirect everything, and this guides you to where it is. In this case, it's there. Now we have to go over there in order to redirect it again. And keep doing that. You always do it the hard way? Okay. But it's definitely just easier to just use the machine here, because after you break that, you can no longer use that. You have to use the bull vent on the other side. Now where? Oh, let me get this. Of course, what I missed. Where is the other one? It's nearby here somewhere. I actually wasn't paying attention. Where the hell did the thing go? I guess I just have to find the blue light. God, this reverse controls are not what I'm used to anymore. Let's see. Oh, there was one here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Alright, next one is down. On up. Oh my god. Ah, this is gonna be hard to complete some of these quests because of, of the controls. Alright, now the next one is all the way over there. Which I don't know where over there is. Is it that one near to the beach? I forget. Yeah, is it? Wait, why don't I see the laser going through that then? Wait, does the laser not show up? I don't think the laser shows up in this version, what? Oh no, I think that's the end. Okay, never mind. That one's not activated. So it's the one there. Where is it? There's somewhere. I think it is to the other side of the bridge. I forget where. Maybe I might be wrong. It's been a while. I have to find it eventually. Let's collect all the green eco. Careful with the dark eco. It's not exactly... Okay, I was gonna say, it's very... You can stand on it, and no, I'm lying. I guess you can't stand on them. I'm a big fat liar, I'm sorry. It's a good thing I had more health. No need to collect these, because we're gonna jump through that and get a bunch of, from Bulico, and that will allow us to die.
Step 1, stay alive. Step 2, think about not doing something like that again!
Alright, Jesus Christ, Daxter. Is that the next one? Yeah, that's the next one, actually. Guess I was going the wrong way, anyways. Okay, and that's the next one that I was going for. Okay, now you can see the laser. I don't know why I wasn't able to see it before. But I digress, I guess. Oh god, that was a big jump.
These fighters.
Yeah, I'll take care of you later. The voice actor would have had fun. Oh, you mean the Daxter voice actor? Sure. I can see that. Sorry, I know there's dialogues for that. I don't know how many death animations are there. Or dialogues. That's one other Scottfly. Where's the thing? There it is. Alright, let's go and use this. This should lead to the beach, and that should be the last one there. Alright, now I just have to go all the way over there. That should be completed now. Oh, I guess the reason why we didn't get the mission unlocked for this area is because we technically didn't talk to the mayor, but now that we did that, we should pop in there. Oh, I said I'm in the village. Yeah, return to the mayor. Yeah. Okay. Are there any precursor orbs behind the waterfall? I forget. But sometimes they hide it like that. No. There's nothing behind this particular waterfall, at least. Oh yeah, I forgot if you do a jump roll and then you jump, you can do also a high jump kind of thing. Timing is very difficult though. At least for me. I'm really bad at these things. Hold on a second. I forgot these things go back. I wanted to sneeze, but now I lost the sneeze. Okay, you know what? Let's do the fisherman.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig, and now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Apparently this guy had to be revoiced for the HD version.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river.
Which apparently is just, I think is Batman's
I'll
voice if
give
I
you a
recall
power
correctly.
cell. If you can
Rips
catch
these,
200
yes.
pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you with Shrimp here.
But
use my
it sounds like it was the same
Daxter
thing, so I don't know why specifically this audio got corrupted. Since this is emulated as opposed to the HD version, I don't know if this is the original. In which case, I don't know why they couldn't reuse the file. I don't know. It's confusing.
There are two types of good fish.
Okay. I know.
Pound fishies
I cannot skip
and
this.
5-pound fishies. Eh? If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
Might just be the ones that the audio clip they use in the original,
Here comes a big one.
as opposed to the one they use in the HD version. But if that's the case, I could just use the. Missing the small fish is not a big deal until. Sure, melodramatic and all, but also I'm pretty sure that fish went to the net. But okay.
Here comes a big one.
Or rather, no, that was the poison fish that went to the net. That's probably what it was. But I'm pretty sure that I missed that one. Whatever. Better not be picky. I forgot how many do I need actually.
Left.
Missing the small fishies is not a big deal. Missing the big fishies is a problem, and definitely getting the poison fishies.
Missed.
I am not getting much yellow fish.
Looks like you
You
can
definitely don't want to get the miss the yellow ones, that is. I forgot how many do I need to catch. God damn, that's a lot of poisonous ones. Jesus Christ. No! And then I caught the poison one. Ah! I hate this mission. Doesn't help that it feels like the analog stick is very slides. And the D-pad doesn't work for this, so it's not like I can do that.
Here comes a big one.
So let me get this straight. If it's
Steady boy.
for some reason the poison fish has a bigger hitbox than the big fish, and it's like, okay, that's kind of unfair. Also, really depends on your luck on the spawns, because sometimes the yellow one refuses to spawn, and then they just spawn a bunch like now. I probably should stop talking and try to focus on the minigame, but that's last fine. How many pounds of fish do I have to catch? I wasn't paying attention to how many pounds of fish I eat.
To the left. Here comes a big one. Steady boy.
Is it 200? It might be 200, and then there's a bunch of poisonous fish that spawn.
Hold steady. You're almost there.
Yeah, it's definitely 200.
To the left. Missed again.
Damn it! By one, are you kidding me? Of course the last one had to be the poisonous fish. Ah. Ah, God, this is a good game. But this is not a good minigame. I really wish I could use the D-pad for this.
Looks like you could use a bigger net. Here comes a big one. best. Steady, boy. Here comes a big one.
God.
Left. Hold steady. You're almost there.
Go, 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 go. Okay. God. Ah. We need to do this mission in order to actually get unlock Misty Island too, so it's like, okay. Kinda, I mean, I don't technically need to go Misty Island in order to beat the game, but you know, it's an important level. Even though it's not really, because you can just, you know, not go there at all.
Looks like you could use a bigger net. Here comes a big one.
Now night.
Looks like you could use a bigger net.
There was really nothing I can do at that point, because if I go right, I would catch the other one.
Here comes a big one.
Well, it's time to go to super hard focus mode! And as soon as I activate it, I missed my first 5-pound fishy.
To the left. Here comes a big one.
Yeah, this is not going very well. It's important for that guy. He needs his muse. Yes, I guess it is important for that one guy. We need to get the muse for.
Here comes a big one. Here comes a big one. Right. Looks like you could use a bigger net.
Don't you dare mock me.
Steady, boy. Here comes a big one. Left.
The world ends unless you get the muse. It's important.
Here comes a big one. Steady, boy. Looks like you could use a bigger net. Here comes a big one! Steady, boy.
Oh no, I missed a big one.
Looks like you could use a bigger net. Steady, boy.
Okay, I cannot miss the yellow ones anymore, otherwise I lose.
Your sails are sagging in the wind, boy. Here comes a big one! Your sails are sagging in the wind, boy.
Damn it! God. We're wasting a bunch of time in just this one mission.
Steady, boy. Here comes a big one!
Oh god.
Steady, boy. Left! Here comes a big one! Your sails are sagging in the wind, boy. Steady, boy.
My hands are kind of getting tired from this minigame. Jesus Christ, man. It's the fish mission.
Here comes a big one! Here comes a big one! Looks like you could use a bigger net. To the left! Right! Steady, boy. Here comes a big one! Steady, boy. Looks like you could use it.
I am so getting tired of this mission, I swear. And it also starts very slow in the beginning and it speeds up.
Here comes a big one! Steady, boy.
It also really depends on your luck and how many yellowfish appears.
Looks like you could use a bigger net. Steady, boy. Here comes a big one! Right! Looks like you could use a bigger net. Missed!
I do hate when they decide to spawn a bunch of them to the left, right, left, right. Like, it's impossible to get all of those like that. Like, it just depends on the RNG pattern.
Here comes a big one!
Which is kinda unfair. Let's see. You gotta meet Jessica. Okay, gotta meet Jessica. Okay. I'll try having good luck with this mission, which I'm not having much of it. This is gonna be the rest of the section, by the way. It's just me trying to beat this one minigame.
Steady, boy. Here comes a big one. Steady, boy. Hold steady! You're almost there. Here comes a big one! You did it!
Eh, finally. God, I'm tired of this mission.
Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
Good. God. Alright, time to speed through the game. Oh, also, I guess I got a trophy because that's the one I didn't get. Alright. Well, this will... Wait, hold on. I just went to the river. What? Oh, it's a dead end. I just went to the river. Well, whatever. Wish they were done with the fishing minigame. God, that was annoying. Wait, hold on. Yeah, this does lead it there. I don't know why I wasn't able to find it before. Huh. I'm gonna need blue eco for that. I know I said yellow. Okay, there's a power cell here. Oh, need to be careful here. Now I need to go to this manual. Get this power cell. Okay, now let's not get the power cell. I don't need it. Right. Yeah, this is the blue eco I was talking about. You need to collect all these blue ecos and then jump on that pad there in order to make to that platform, but we don't need it, so we do, however, need the blue eco here in order to get hit, like you can see that we are. And then die because, you know, the road decided to go slightly to the left where the dark eco boxes were. Good. We have to go all the way back down there. I think I have to reopen that. Yeah, I do. Okay. Let's try that again one more time. let's just collect from this one. Oh yeah, that's much better. Alright, we're done from this side. Let's go in these platform things. And then decide not to jump on them. Because that'll be silly. Let's go this way. Wow, keep doing this wrong. Breathe in. Okay, now we can power this up. Get the platforming. Opens the door. And we have to go here. Here! I said here! Okay, there we go. Now we have to go around because we did saw the Scott fly here. Alright, I'm still missing one. I forgot what that one in particular is. Okay, I guess we're going back down. Is it on the top? I forget if it is on the top. Many more precursor orbs. Come to the mirror, get to the top of the temple, dark eco plant. 7 scoutflies. I forgot what that one in the middle is, but I guess we'll figure that out once we figure it out. For now, we're just gonna go to the top of this. Ah, there it is. I guess another thing you can do about that blue eco, you can just use this blue eco vent and just jump down there. I think this is nearby the thing. It's on the other side. It's here. So you can do that as well if you want to. Then we do super jump, and then miss the jump. Where you came from? Alright. Oh no. I missed a jump. We're gonna need to go to the bathroom in a bit, actually. Okay. This is not my day, is it? Alright, I guess we're at the top of the temple. Alright, then we go here. Here, the place. I think once we complete this level, I'll probably go to the bathroom really quickly. Okay, this vent is closed right now, but it'll be open soon enough. Probably easy if I had the blue eco on, which I don't. Jack buddy, old pal. That is the blue eco opener. By stepping on this and getting the power cell, we activate the blue eco vents that we saw right next to the other door. closes that door. We also need to jump here so we can collect some precursor herbs. And here is the boss, which is a pretty simple boss if you don't suck at platforming. You need to wait for these guys to not do that, then kill them. Once you do that, you get eaten. I never seen this animation. And that is a game over. Okay, I definitely did not expect that, honestly. It's been a while since I played that game, but I definitely did not see that animation. You would just get war, and that's it. That game over. There's no way out. I don't remember seeing that ever. And I keep falling in it. God damn it. Alright, stop falling in the hole. We have more important things than falling in holes. I completely forgot that he can just for me. He cannot normally reach me, so... Because I was expecting him to do that. But he didn't end up doing that, so you know. And right now he's sending 2. So I wasn't expecting him to do that. But otherwise it's a very... Yes, I did beat the minigame, and then I proceed to be eaten by a plant, you know, as you do. See, that time... Okay, so this is the normal thing that happens. You get hit by it, and then you lose a bit of health, but for some reason I got bored, which I wasn't expecting. Now it's dead. That's what happens when you bore. Alright, that's done. And also, let's not forget, because this is how you get some of the precursor herbs. It's by jumping on its head a few times. Otherwise you miss the... Well, you can come back here at any time, I guess. I don't know how many was that. I think there's just 5 of them. Alright, now that this vent is open, we can use this, and this just leads us outside. And we completed Forbidden Jungle. Precursor herbs. Let's see, what else do I need? Okay, I just need to talk to the mayor. Yeah, so the first boss is now beaten, although that first boss is optional, unlike the rest of the bosses, actually. But I think that's the only optional boss in this game, technically, because you don't need to beat this, you don't even need to, like, get the blue vent. Although, if you do open the blue vent, you do have to fight the boss. Because the game won't let you get out. Unless there's a way to go around it, but... For the most part, you do need to beat the boss. Yeah, we have some precursor orbs, so we can trade them for 2 power cells here. Plus the mayor, the one from the mayor, which should complete the...
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a...
I guess I have to see the cutscene anyways.
Orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return. I see you two are back to make the trade. Good, jolly good. You have the precursor orbs that we agreed on? I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, we'll never see you again. Bye. Probably gonna need to go to the bathroom really quickly. But let's get the one from here.
Oh, what a wonderful sight! I thank you. And the entire village.
I know that this, but here we are, I guess.
Have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, my boy, you earned a power cell.
And this one counts for the one in the jungle, which means we got all of them in the jungle. So we completed the jungle, and then we can get.
So, you want to make a contribution? Good. A sizable one, I hope. Oh, yes. Oh, it is a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
Alright. So I think the ones who are missing here are the 220, which means we need 240 for that. And then the jungle one is complete. Jungle one is complete. We got the ones, all of these. Alright, we need to go to the one in the beach now, which we're gonna take care. The old lady's bird quest counts as the beach one, as for the music counts as the Mystic Island one. So we're gonna do the beach first, and then we're gonna go with Mystic Island. But I'm gonna take a very short break because I really need to go. I was gonna say I need to go to the beach. I need to go to the bathroom. That's what I meant. I'll be right back. Beach bathroom. Yes, that's the first thing I read. God damn it, DDF. Right. Let's get back to the game. Got to close the door, but that's fine in one zone. So, I mean, it can probably echo a bit more if I do that, but I do have filters for this. Alright, let's see how many things we have. We have block the echo harvesters. Which I already technically did, but I guess that's the mission. Oh, it's the rocks. No, never mind. I'm thinking of something else. And then there's 6 others besides these 2. There's 150. Fly over here. Also, there's a guy throwing bombs at us. Sure, we'll get to it eventually. Alright. Oh, there's also these ones here. The metal crates, which can only be broken by explosives and stuff like that. Or, like, eco powers, which we don't have access here, actually. So the only way to get this is by attracting the bombs here, which you can also either just go up there and shoot, but you can also just attract them to shoot the things like that. But I think some areas they won't shoot there, so you have to do it manually, I think. Alright about that. But the funny thing about this one here is that you can do it in 2 ways. You can either have Jack punch the Pelipper and then race him to the to where the power cell eventually lands. Or you can go to the cannon and shoot and kill the Pelipper, so considering that's the more violent approach, I think I'll just do the regular way and not kill the bird. Because this is the sheriff thief for the animals. Very ironic that we have to... I mean, I still need to punch the bird, but still. It's better than, you know, kill the bird. Optionally, I could just not get the power cell. You never killed it? That's good. That means you're not a monster, I guess. Okay, here we have the green eco vents, which allows us to restore the health fully, so you know what, we probably should do that. Alright, that's one is cleared. Here, a power cell. This way, that should lead us to the egg that the old lady was talking about that we didn't talk to. Like I said, most of the power cells you can learn about missions, but you don't actually need to talk to them for the most part. Except for the ones where you have to pay a certain amount of powers. Except for the mayor one, but the mayor one has 2 of them. I think those that have 2 of them normally don't need the cutscene telling that you can give them money. Because I guess that's the same one as when they get the thing and like, oh no, do you see that not moving? And they're like, it's moving, I already did it. So that's why they probably didn't. I didn't know that thing could jump. I mean, I guess it could jump. Whatever, you know what I meant. I'm gonna go to that Pelipper or... what's it called? Pelican. Sorry, I'm thinking of the Pokemon. Anyways, like I was saying, I'll go to the Pelican once we get to the blue vent that we unlock thanks to beating the boss later, because that way we can also get the power cells while we're at it. The Precursor orbs. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because I don't need to hit it before I collect the Precursor orbs, because I need to hit it in order to get the power cell. So either ways, we need violence. I say this as I beat worker dogs. Apparently they are technically workers, but they're still dogs, so, you know, we're beating up dogs. God, this was probably not the best choice of game when it came to this charity, huh? Oh yeah, there's also this one here, which we need to collect. Speaking of violence towards animals.
Good job! Now meet me down here by the egg.
Supposedly, she also says a few things to be careful with the egg. She didn't say anything, that's kind of weird. But also, I guess, technically speaking, she also says that she put something to break the fall, but she didn't put anything.
Oh my! I hope the poor dear's okay.
But it's fine.
The power cell for your
The baby's fine. It joins on our adventure as well. Which makes me wonder, do you need to, like, rescue the Floodfoot in order to unlock him in the other missions? Because there's missions where you use the Floodfoot. And I think unless you do this, it doesn't unlock. I'm not sure because I never not do this.
Gotcha, Mom. You see any feathers here?
Maybe it's one thing I should experiment with.
Listen, boys. I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
Well, that's 19. I think I need 20 in order to advance to the next area. Or should I say hub area? I guess it's not exactly a hub area because every area is a level. I also need to, like, collect the Precursor orbs that are down here. Luckily, these kind of magnetize to you. Also, you cannot die while underwater. Well, or drown underwater. It just automatically goes back up before you run out of breath, so there's no way to die from that. Well, normally. Let's go around. The Floodfoot is cute. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of bad it gets substituted by the dinosaur things in Jak 3, because it just controls exactly like the Floodfoot. But they are less cute. Also, it's kind of ironic the Floodfoot is the ancestor to the dinosaur thing, considering birds are descendants of dinosaurs, supposedly. But it's kind of funny like that, I guess. Alright, to get those things, we need to do something here. We need to go down here and use our uppercut move. Get those. Stop rolling. There you go. Now we can go back up there and collect those. Get that scout fly. Hold on, I need to shoot screens here. What's my favorite Jak game? Oh, it's a toss between this game and Jak 3, because honestly, Jak and Daxter and Jak 2 and 3 are a bit different, but I prefer the 3 because it's a bit 2 over 2, because it's a bit more balanced. This game I just like, you know, the collectathon, so that's why I kind of prefer this one. But you know, Jak 2 is kind of way too hard, and there's lack of checkpoints, which Jak 3 fixes. Anyways, now we put these trunks up, we can jump to the platforms. The other side to collect some Precursor orbs. We're missing one, which I believe forgot to press circle to avoid my fall damage. So this is why Rajit is better, because he doesn't take fall damage. Speaking of which. Hey Jess, how you doing? Blazing or buzzing, whatever, I can't read. I think if I just remember something, not having the hints on does not tell you when you can proceed with the game. I think you need 20, but I actually don't remember the specifics. So maybe like having the hints on would be a good idea, especially because sometimes, especially because of that, because sometimes they will hint you on the power cells, and I don't remember all of them. And unlocks the one there. I am doing fine. I'm enjoying my Jack and Daxter playthrough, that's what I'm doing. Right, that unlocks that now.
They caused an avalanche! Let's check it out!
Is it an avalanche if it's not snow-based? I'm actually not sure. That's some research I need to do later, actually. Alright, let's go use the blue vent, which is the one we opened thanks to the beating the boss. Well, I guess we opened before we beat the boss. Also, there's a metal crate. That's another way to destroy the metal crates, I forgot. That you can just power jump into them, and that will actually just outright break them. Alright, we collected that, we collect this. Okay, there we go. I'll also collect these ones here. Might as well since I have a blue eco. Makes it easy to collect. Was there? Yeah, there is some here. You enjoy it besides the fish? Yeah, I enjoy besides the fishing, because God knows that minigame is annoying. I mean, it's only a matter of time when you do it. Alright, let's slightly nudge this bird. Come on, give me the power. I'm trying to do the least violent way. Okay, slightly kick him. See, the animation didn't complete, so I didn't kick him. I just slightly nudge him.
Quick! We have to get to the power cell before the pelican scoops it up again!
So we need to be quick on this. Having the blue eco here is actually helpful, because it speeds you up. So if you still have the blue eco, you have probably more than enough time though. I say this as I almost failed to grab it. It went terribly. I got it close to like twice and I fail each time. But now it's done, so it doesn't really matter, so. Alright, that one is done. Now let's see, how many more do I have? I have the... Get the fallen power cell, which I haven't got actually, it's right there. Then there's the one at the top. And then there is another one, which I forget what it is. I'm trying to think how to get to what that last power cell is. So the precursor orbs, we're missing a few. Alright, let's go up there. It's probably just easier to use the jump pads to destroy those than just having to aim at things. It's less time consuming. I do like the jump pads, they're fun to use. Okay, now we have to aim. It's not even that hard to aim towards that, so you know. Can I just do this on the walker? Yeah, I guess it makes sense since I can destroy a treasure chest. There we go. That unlocks that power cell. Oh yeah, I hate that mission too, especially because I'm not used to the controls here. Like, I just don't know how to go left and right in this because of the inverted controls. I'm not used to it. And now you could use this to destroy the rest of the metal crates, which I don't know where they are anymore because I think I got all of them. I might be wrong, but I'm also missing a power cell, and I don't remember which one is that. Oh, I know what it is. Hold on.
Get some! Get some!
Oh god, this is way too close to the Locker Shark. There's a few Precursor orbs behind this. But I just remember I forgot to explore the middle one, which has a power cell. Oopsies. Still didn't collect all the Precursor orbs though. Might be a few here that I missed. There you go. Alright, that takes care of all the precursors. Power cells here, but I'm missing a few Precursor orbs. I think there's a few of them on the waterfall, actually. It's probably the ones I'm missing. But I think I broke all the treasure, the metal crates. There's a few here. Yeah, there's a few here. That's all of them, actually. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that means we're 100% this level as well. Alright, so now that's left is Mystic Island, right? I also almost have enough to get both Precursor orbs, or rather power cells from the I forgot the Oracle, I forgot the name. Use sparks? I don't know. I guess you mean the blue eco. Not sparks from Spyro, I'm guessing.
Good. You've collected enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. Meet me by the entrance.
I mean, I guess
to
I could
fire
advance the
canyon
plot.
by climbing the cliff behind the farmer's house. Bring the power cells and hurry. My father says he's seen more lurkers around.
I don't feel like it. Alright, let's get to Misty Island. Just upload them into the game. Oh, Sparks? Sure. That's how that works. Alright,
This place gives me the creeps! And trust me, it's a whole new experience when you're covered in fuzz!
Alright, need 2 hits to defeat those guys, because you need to knock them a bit.
I see the sculptor's muse!
Alright, that's the muse that we need to collect. Probably once I'm done with Misty Island, I'll probably just focus in proceeding with the game. Because I guess I don't need to go do 100% for the stream, and also I kind of want to beat the game in this stream. So obviously, I'm not gonna beat it in this stream at this point. So we have to do that the next time when we get the bonus stream. If we get there, that is. And hopefully we do. God, it's been such a long time since I played this game. God, I almost caught it. Alright, where are you? You silly creature. There you are. God, I forgot how annoying this is. God damn it. No, I do not like chasing this thing. Damn it. Ah, God, I'm so rusty at this game. Come on, I'm literally right next to it. God damn, stop doing that. Get back here. I'm literally right on your ass. Why can't I grab you? Come on. Come on. I'm literally next to you. Why can't I grab you? Come back here. I'm literally on top of you. Finally. God. God, that was annoying. Okay, now we can focus on everything else. Okay, so that actually counts as one here, and then there's Scott flies, and there's a bunch of things in between. How many Precursor orbs are there? 150, so we're missing 120. I think once we're done with the Misty Island altogether, I think I'll just focus on trying to beat the game, and I'll probably stop focusing on the fucking stuff. Just try to get to the end of the game. Which means probably next stream, because at this rate, I'm probably just gonna. The rest of the stream is probably gonna be just completely Misty Island. I actually don't know how many power cells you need to beat the game, honestly. Is it like 50 or 60 or something under those words?
Don't fall into the mist below us, because I don't think we'll make it back.
Oh, there's Red Eco, which gives us more reach and also allows us to kill things quicker, which doesn't mean much for most enemies, except for these guys that take more than one hit. Good job, me.
Eco! Red Eco makes your attack stronger.
That way I don't have to spin more than once there. Ready then. I need blue eco here. Oh, let's see. Well, there's a bunch of blue eco running around, so I just have to go up. Wait, is there anything up here? No. It would be 17, so I need 17 in order to beat the game. Okay. I need to collect a bunch of blue eco here. I must jump off the platform. That was almost bad. Power lunch. I already have 25, so we're making good progress on that. Yes, technically I can keep going and try until I get 17, and then we can rush through the rest of the game. Unless it's a mission I don't like, in which case we can just skip those. Yeah, okay, I think I was meant to use the blue eco to get through that easily. Got the checkpoints in this game are also not very good. That one. Oh, I need blue eco.
Watch your back! We remember what happened the last time we were here! It's an ambush, Jack! It's an ambush!
Yes, it is. Okay, red eco does not break these boxes, noted. But it does make it easier to beat everything else. It's a good thing these guys just decide to have red eco on them, but not use it against me. Alright, that takes care of that. No, we're not doing the buggy minigame.
This place gives me the willies! Let's keep you out of the ooze, okay?
Alright, that's done. Get those Precursor. I will need a lot of use those bombs, which is not fun. Oh, good job, me. Well, that was inconvenient.
Heimlich! Stretcher! Yuck. Revenant?
Alright, there's 3 more of those to go. I'm gonna need that blue eco in order to get those Precursor orbs. I don't need to defeat every enemy. I need blue eco for that though. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stop worrying about 100%ing, because at this rate we're never finishing the game. So let's just try getting most things done. Otherwise we'll be here forever. So I will not bother as much with the Precursor orbs and stuff like that. Otherwise we're gonna be here forever.
Trust me, those dark eco boxes are bad news!
Tell me more about this bad news. Okay, this leads me to the thing here. Not what I meant to do, but sure, whatever. Was there anything else there? What is this guy here? Is this the beginning? I forget. Yeah, okay, this leads to the beginning.
Let's plow into those balloon lurkers and shred them!
Right, we need to go to the balloons. Oh yeah, I can jump with this. Very so slightly.
I said, shred the lurkers, Jack. Not the mines! Rule number 1, always avoid the mines!
There we go. Precursor up there. Not Precursor orb. Power cells. I keep forgetting which one is which. There you go. There's no one there. That's another way to do it. Damn it, I'm missing. Let's get through here. Get that power cell out of the way. Scout flag. Okay. Guess we're going down now. Let's get there in the mid-air, why not? I'm not very good at the vehicles mission, honestly. Especially because for collecting Precursor Orbs is not the best thing ever. I'm missing a few of these guys. I think just missing one actually. Where is he? There he is. Bumpa. Or maybe not. Oh no, there's another one there. Alright, that's spongy. There we go.
Around our village for weeks. Bring your zoomer back to the chance pad and I'll teleport it back.
Alright, time to play Donkey Kong, I guess. Ow. Lucky they give you green eco here. And that's the final Scout flight too. Hi there, Syndicate. How you doing? Alright, we're done with that. Alright. It's going well for now. After failing the fish mission a bunch of times.
I'm impressed. You two didn't screw up. Now that the lurkers can't open that silo, they can't flood the world with dark eco and cause untold destruction. Wipe that ridiculous grin off your face, Daxter. The two of you have plenty to do. Get on with it.
Alright, there we go. Are there any other missions we need to do? No, that's all of them. We're no longer collecting all the Precursor Orbs at this point, because otherwise we're gonna be here forever. But we can collect these. Alright, now we're done with that. We can go back to the thing. I think we... It's probably... I kind of think if I should get those... Probably should not get the ones from the Oracle, since the Oracle ones are more expensive than some other Precursor power sets you can get, so I probably will skip those for now. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not really not used to playing this game without trying to 100%, that's why I'm going very slowly. At least we're done with the main levels, I guess. Because the only ones that we're missing, besides, you know, the power cells. Oh yeah, Jack 2 and 3 are kind of hard to 100%. I finally will get my revenge, yes, for the fish. Ah, so that's what that game is about. I thought it was about remote controls, but it is in fact my revenge. But the 100% in this game is simple. The other ones are not. Anyway, I don't have time for 100% in this game. And now you're gonna tell me about that.
Those power cells. I'm waiting at the head of Fire Canyon, at the top of the cliff behind the farmer's house.
Good. I guess you can keep waiting, because I have to walk all the way up there. Not like I have a buzz or something. I guess I can give this, I must gonna forget to give the muse here.
Oh, my muse! You saved her! Oh, you really are the best. Here, take this power cell. I won't need it now that I have my inspiration back.
That's great for you, I guess. Alright, Ow. That's not what I meant to do. High jump? Alright, I have to go the long way around. Fuck. God damn it. Okay, fine. Don't you hate when you miss a jump? Avoided exploits Act 2 and 3 one time just to 100% the game as intended was not fun. Yeah. Dragon is more, yeah. That's why I like Jack 1 a bit better, just because of how easy it is to 100%. Yeah. I know the others just glitched out. I don't know what up that. I think it wasn't my Ogata that wanted anything.
Great! You have the 20 cells needed to power my heat shield. Now be careful. The shield will only protect
I haven't
your
played
zoo
Jack
until it
X
reaches
even more
500
years than I have
degrees.
played
So
the
try to keep
trilogy.
it cool.
Because we
Flying
didn't get an
over
HD
open
collection.
lava
It
will
didn't.
definitely
It wasn't part of the
fast.
HD collection,
Hit
so
500 degrees and it's
I already just
over.
got it with this.
Over? Like burning molten metal over?
The fire
So the last time I played it was on the PS2.
So keep a lookout for jumps to keep you off the hot ground. I've also released several blue cooling balloons you can use to drop the shield's temperature quickly. Oh, and when you get across, don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Blue Sage's lab. Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet you. Good luck!
Yeah, I also didn't mind Lost Frontier as much as people don't like that game. But you know.
Hit those balloons to cool off!
Or no, hit the Dark Eco to do exactly the opposite of that. This is going extremely well.
See if we can catch air off those lurkers! There's scout flies out here, too! Use the hop turn to steer harder!
This is not going well. Damn it, I was almost getting the balloon. And then I didn't get the balloon. People know that like things, all the crystals and such. I also didn't like New Game Plus. Or didn't do New Game Plus. Probably should keep in mind everything else. Because I could get that scout fly that I missed. Also want to avoid the big lava pits, which I think I wasn't doing very much that. Hold on, why did I get this? It'd fall off like the idiot I am, but at least that's one more power cell I get out of that. You would run percent Lost Frontier over Jack 2. I don't think I ran percented to Lost Frontier, to be honest, but to be fair, I didn't do that for Jack 2 or 3. Oh, well, I missed that. That means we're gonna die. God, I hate how those rocks just spawn. And I missed that. Ooh, no, that was bad. Who's ready to explode again? Jack 2 is just a nightmare. What's up? I like Daxter. It's fun enough, but like, I don't remember most of it at this point. It's been a while since I played it too. I'm just gonna focus on this so we can clear this. Oh god, Jesus.
You are trying to avoid those dark eco boxes, right?
Yeah, about that, Daxter. There's a secret I forgot to tell you. I'm bad at this game. Oh god, okay. Eventually I'll get through this. Well, I missed that. That's kind of bad. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad of an idea. I'm actually a horrible driver. On the good note, we got a power cell. On the bad note, we're gonna explode. Unless... Oh, we got all the Precursor herbs. Okay, I think we incidentally completed the level. We actually got 100% in the level. That's funny. That was not my intention. now we're in the Rock Village. And then we can just be here by ourselves.
Whoa! I don't think I'll ever get used to that teleporter tingling sensation. Hey! It looks like the Blue Sage threw a party.
Oh my! Rock Village is on fire!
One heck of a party.
No, I mean Rock Village is being bombarded with flaming boulders.
Flaming boulders.
Oh, and it looks like the Blue Sage is working on a levitation machine to move them. Assuming it's operational, we're gonna need power cells to fuel it. I guess you two are going to have to find some more.
We'd better take a look at his notes. Jack, go check on the villagers. Then come back and give us an update. And take the fur ball with you.
It's kinda in the way. Also, Flat Fuddy's here. So we got a bunch of Precursor orbs we can... Hold on. Aha! And my memory wasn't failing me. There was a scout slide there. Tried to fool me. I'm not gonna have fun in the swamp. That's for sure.
Until we find out why the Blue Sage disappeared, you're going to need to collect 45 power cells to fuel his machine. Go
So we need
get 'em.
45. We have currently 34, so we need 11. I need a bunch of Awika to get that.
Nasty lurkers. You two look like a couple of capable fellows.
I think we can get this one for 90
Maybe
power
you could
cells.
help me out.
Hey, we're the ones on a big quest here. We asked you for help.
Well,
Alright, we got the 30 pounds then. Nice.
I've been studying the burrowing habits of lightning moles in the Precursor basin next to our village for years. But now those awful lurkers have scared the moles to the surface. And since they're blind as bats, they can't.
I mean,
find their way
you're
back
starting
into
at
the ground.
with 30 pounds.
If
that
you could
is.
herd them back into their burrowing tunnels, you might just save their lives. I've got a power cell that says you can do it.
Yeah, lightning moles. We care. Maybe for 2 power cells.
Nice try. But I would be willing to part with another power cell if you two find me 90 Precursor orbs for my research equipment. Fair enough?
Sure.
Oh, you have the orbs. Here's a power cell we agreed upon.
The power cell was floating on your head. I don't think I didn't see it. And then there's the another thing there. I remember getting this Precursor orbs here. It's kind of tricky because of the way this is. Oh, there's stuff right here.
This stone is very old.
Damn it. Well, I'm not gonna bother because that takes too long for me to. I was almost gonna follow the platform because I was looking at shit. That's what happens when you try to look at 2 things at once. A bunch of people that you can just talk to.
Oh, my aching head.
I thought that's one of your vital organs. Walk it off, tough guy.
Oh, sure, I was tough once. Maybe even the toughest of them all. I single-handedly defended this village from those horrid creatures for almost a year. Then that horrible monster arrived and commenced the boulder bombardment. So, full of valor, armor shining in the sun, I climbed the hill to take him on. But he pounded me like one tenderizes a yakao steak.
Have you tried attacking him with your melodrama? 'Cause it's killing me.
After my last stunning failure,
He sealed the passageway to his roost with a 30-ton boulder, leaving no way for anyone to challenge him again. So, our sage, a master of blue eco and a mechanical genius, devised a machine capable of lifting the boulder out of the way. But alas, he disappeared before we had a chance to turn it on. And he took all of his power cells with him. At least I was able to pull enough pontoons out of our bridge to prevent that monster from coming down here to do me harm.
Yeah, good job, tough guy. But we're gonna need you to put him back and stuff.
Oh, sure. And seal my doom?
Yes.
All right. Fine. Bring me 90 Precursor orbs and I'll let the pontoons loose. But I'm not going to fight that monster again.
Good question.
Oh.
I don't know.
Wonderful. You brought me the Precursor orbs. All right. I'll fix the bridge. But don't ask me to get involved with that creature again.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it. At some point. Wow, the Scout Fly box looks so weird from this angle. And then they just disappeared for some reason. Okay. Alright, that's done. You can also talk to this guy.
Oh, no, not another hero. I lost my shorts on this so-called hero's big fight against the monster up there. Trust me, the smart money's on the monster. That wager pretty much tapped me out. So, I got a proposal. Bring me 90 orbs to get me back on my feet and out of this barrel, and I'll give you a power cell in return. And if you're game, I do have one more bet online. My big comeback. Beat the record time race at Dead Man's Gorge in the Precursor Basin, and I'll get a pretty payoff. For that, I'll give you another power cell.
Not gonna question why you have a cork on the barrel. I'm just gonna move on.
These orbs will help me win my way back out of this barrel. Here's the power cell, I promise.
Alright. Let's Scout Fly here. How many more I have left? Missing one Scout Fly, which I do not know where it is at. Oh, there it is. It's right next to the swamp, actually. I guess what we're gonna do first. Yeah, it totally doesn't. Alright. And here we have Yellow Eco, which allows us to destroy...
You can shoot fireballs when you're powered up with Yellow Eco.
Destroys the metal crates, so we can get some Precursor that way. Let's see how much time we have. We're probably just gonna finish this level and then call it. was right on top of it. Wow, this is going very well. God. Controls on this. Well, I guess I only have one health. Oops. Oh, we're starting over. All those spikes. But this is going very well. You know what? I don't need to fight you guys. Careful with those guys, though. I forgot the swamp is poisonous. Yes, I'm totally not gonna die here, except I already did, like 3 times. Well, 2 times actually. But we're not gonna talk about how many times I'm gonna die, right? 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 I'm just gonna go around this time. Just one of those Precursor orbs, because God knows how I'm gonna need it. Yeah, right into the spikes, Jack. Okay. Alright, these things. A lot of red nests. Oh my god. Will you jump over? Thank you. No. Not today. I need to go here, don't I?
Did you see that? Only 3 more tethers to go.
Alright, now we cover some of that. Now we have to do some lift weight thingamajigs. I forgot what it called. If I can break that rock. I forget. I don't think you can. That was a close one. Hold on. I don't know how that hit, but okay.
Wow! Only 2 more tethers. Ah! Break the touch grip!
There we go. Oh, sorry, what power cell? What swing? I wasn't paying attention. What did I miss? Did I miss something that I wasn't aware? Way back in the first bowl. Okay, I guess I'm going back here. Not sure what you're talking about. Further back? Okay. Oh, you mean this Precursor orb I missed? I thought it was a power cell, actually. Was that it? Wait on that one. Alright. Yeah, I got the one Precursor. I mean, I'm not representing that right now, but I guess it would be kind of annoying if I didn't. Well, well, I definitely did not expect that, even though I probably should have. Good job, me. Back up, back up. they gave me a lot of green eco here. Maybe I shouldn't jump like that in the swamp. That would be a great idea to not do that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's only one more, but it's not. Is that also not like you need to also do that in order to get the thing? Oh, this is a bad idea. I need to go back to the eco. But it's getting dark. I probably should turn on the lights. Yeah, that's much better. Time for the ambush.
Look out, Jack! It's an ambush!
Oh, I forgot I had one health. Hold on. I'm gonna turn on the lights because I can't see shit. Ooh. Ah, that's much better. Alright, gotta go back to the Eco. God.
While you're down there, could you rub my feet?
God damn it. Alright. Try this one more time. Game. Game. Alright, third time is the third time is the charm. Honestly, the yellow eco is just kind of distracting because when you're pressing square instead of doing the punch, when your yellow eco runs out, it will just keep doing the animation even though you don't have yellow eco, so it ends up being a waste. Or actually just punching and kicking. I say this as I almost die. Okay. I'm not doing very good, in case you couldn't tell. Careful when I grab my thing, because I don't get invisibility frames from that. Even though I should totally get invisibility frames. Thank God we're done there. Let's get out of there. All that done. This leads me back to here.
That dirigible's barely hanging on. Let's find the last tether.
Well, I'm gonna need the Alwika for that. Well, whatever. Oh, let's ignore those. Otherwise, we're gonna be here all day. Oh, actually, the Alwika is not that far off, anyways. Also, just play with our friend Flut.
There's the Flut.
Ah. I have to go all the way back. Alright, let's do the Flut mission. Wow, this is going very well. Get that precursor orb. Get that precursor orb. It's right there! Fine. I'll get out of the Flut to get the orb. And I could barely get the orb. This way. Oh. Oh, right, he doesn't get damage from the swamp. Flut can take it like a champ. Unlike us, where we are just pussies. We can't take dirty water. Flut also can break metal, but this is going very well, I'd say. What do you guys think? That takes care of that. Woo! I like how Daxter just celebrating.
Good work! Aren't you guys happy you saved our little Flut friend? She may come in handy again sometime. Now, go back to the transpad, and I'll bring her home.
Okay, fine. It's probably easy to use the Alwika there anyways. Ow. It's time for the mission. The mission we all been waiting for.
How does it look, bud?
Aye, sir. I'm here to do the horrible mission.
Enjoying my beautiful swamp? I own these here parts. Everything that doesn't sink into the mud, that is.
Judging by the smell, I'd wager your bathtub sank in the mud long ago.
What's a bathtub? Anyway, I got bigger problems now. Seems some nasty lurker varmints are grousing about, snatching everything they can get their grubby little paws on, and scaring away my pet hip hog, Farley.
I like how you just said your oh wait, you meant my favorite mission. Never mind.
His favorite snack. But those ornery swamp rats keep stealing them. If you could keep those pesky critters away long enough, I just know Farley will smell them vitals and come back. Will you help me out?
Yeah, I have 20 minutes to spare.
Those rats will be back any time. Shoot all them rats. And keep them from eating at least one of them snacks.
Lucky for me, this only has horizontal control anyway, so it's not like it's like I have full control of this. I like how we cannot let any single one of these, even though they only need one of these to attract whatever he's trying to get. Just keep shooting, just keep shooting, just keep shooting, 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 shooting. Okay, keep shooting. Kill that thing.
Over there! Nice! Get him!
Ah, that's a bunch of them.
Get him! Over there! Get him! Over there! Over there! Get him!
Get some! Get some!
Nice shot! Over there! Nice shot! Over there! Get him!
Get some! Get some!
Nice shot!
God.
Get some! Get some!
God. Ah, thank God. First try!
Shoot! Thanks a heap for the help.
That wasn't too bad. I just had a half an heart attack. Ah, God. I can't do fish minigames, but I can definitely attract whatever that is. Many more? There's only 2 more. 3 more actually, besides the Scottfly one. I mean, no, including the Scottfly one. I can't read. Thank you. I did my best. Also almost had an heart attack, that too. And now, time to die according to schedule. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that was close. Power cells. And the Scuffly. Alrighty then. Alright, let's see. Keep going this way. get the last one. Ah, we did it. The lead Zeppelin.
Good work, Jack. Your uncle would be proud. That was a giant arm from a precursor robot. I've never seen one in such good condition. I can't imagine what the lurkers wanted with it, but we sure did.
Righty then. I'm gonna hit that swamp. Yes, I am. Well, so much for that. And I'm all the way here for some reason. Cross this. Hey, we got all the Precursor orbs. Still missing one though. Hold on, what? Missing. Break the tether of the Zeppelin. I just broke all of them, didn't I? Huh? Alright. Which one did I miss? Huh, that's weird. And I broke all of them? Well, I'll figure that out on my own time. I have no clue why I didn't gather that one. Actually, you know what? We have time. We just get in the stream when we get that power cell. I have no clue where it is. Kinda weird that I missed the power cell when I literally gathered all of the other Precursor orbs. Kinda weird. It's not over there. Did I just, like, not get one of them? How many of them are there supposed to be? Potatoes in the Zeppelin, I'm missing one. Even though I broke all of them. I must have not collected one of them. But I got the last one, so I must have forgot to gather the other one. I collected the one over there, not there. might be the one in the ambush, yeah. I must have forgot to collect it somehow. I was too distracting being bad at the game, you see. That I must have forgotten to collect it. Speaking of being bad at the game. Ah, there it is. I forgot that one. Oopsies. You know, missing that one precursor up was one thing, but missing the one power cell was another. Alright, at least we're almost done with hunting the power cells. I have to go through the swamp. Where we shall roll, rolling, rolling, rolling. Gotta roll again. I can't believe I got all the precursors, but I missed a goddamn power cell. I guess I wouldn't have got all the precursor orbs if Syndicate didn't tell me that I missed one. Hey, but at least we got the hard one from this level. First try too. Can you jump up? Thank you. Yeah. There we go, we're done with that. Buggy Swamp rating out of... It's annoying, so I'll give it a 5. Wasn't too bad, though. Kinda running out of time, though. 6 minutes. We have 45%. We need like how many precursor? 70. So we're close to. I say we can probably beat it next slot if we get that slot. That is. Go to the next level where we'll continue the game. The only thing I'm missing are the... Actually, I don't know what are the ones that are missing, but it doesn't really matter that much. Also those things over there. Wait up. There we go. All right. Oh no. Ah. I forgot how much this level is a big labyrinth. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it here since it's almost time. So if Syndicate is ready. Because I need to do other stuff actually. Ugh. Alright. Alright, we'll hopefully continue this in the bonus stream. If not, you can still watch some Jak and Daxter when a kind of emo cut does basically all the trilogy. But otherwise, we will continue this if we can get the bonus days. So don't forget to donate once we start the stream proper. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye bye.